You're in my world now. Welcome. Still working on the power issue from Fairfield North. Not getting enough power to pull in enough power that I could buy power off of them, which is kind of really annoying. But I've downgraded this to the medium density industrial. Hopefully that helps. I also just put water pipes in that I completely forgot to before, so that should also help. I've expanded the city and started trying a new zoning type. Basically, staggering these to try to control growth just a little bit better. But the good news is, in places like this where they've already grown, and I've already made them historical, they're going to be exactly like what I want. Hopefully, two-story houses pop up there. That would be perfect. Otherwise, down here, we've got larger plots, and even down here, I actually kind of smoothed out the edge just a little bit, zoning all this stuff. And I could potentially get some high wealth down here as well, I think, which, I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I also finally put a medical clinic in. Oh, new school as well. Otherwise, everything seems to be about right. And just in case, I've tripled power production. So, let's actually watch the city grow. Everything is still currently within city limits, very grid-like. I'm still experimenting because when I get to the bigger cities, that's when I want to know what works, what I'm going to do, and how I'm going to do it. But in the meantime, let's watch the city grow. Oh, wrong one. So we've got a lot of traffic heading out of town, it looks like. Oh, hey, all of a sudden, boom, we are getting industrial manufacturing. What is this one? Oh, that's that's dirty industry. Wow, you can see the building coming up along the side of the land there. That's good. This is not good. I hate that, and I wish they would burn up or something. Unfortunately, I've got a fire station to protect them. But over here, we're getting some growth. Okay, we're getting a lot of growth just popping up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this down here? Low wealth. Okay, that's all together. Looks like nice. Getting some zones popping up here and there. Getting a lot of stuff popping up here. In fact, I'm going to guess that some of these are going to develop. Oh wow, they're actually cooperating. I guess giving enough options, they'll actually cooperate and build just like I want them. Wow, this is a very dense area for people to live in now. Well, that's the low wealth residential, but I guess I can't help that. There's not enough control in this version of SimCity. But the mods I really like far better. Nice, slightly bigger two two-story wealth, or yeah, higher wealth. And we've got these odd-shaped blocks, and I mean, look at that. The people are moving in everywhere. I'm saving this for the cemetery, by the way. And we've got some nice. No, they actually divided up some of these, all of those plots. It's just that they're cooperating far better and making denser buildings in places. It's going to be a nightmare to go through and actually. Wow. It's going to be a nightmare to go through and make historical, because I was looking for a mod that could do that, and I discovered there's no way that that could actually be done. And wow. Wow, some of these plots are like 4 residents per plot. They are packing in there. Okay, so let's pause. And I think now would probably be an appropriate time to further expand this city. I want to keep it. Yeah, I wish more places were as like that is nice and tightly packed. At the same time, that's not too bad either. So it's kind of gains and losses either way. Uh, Let's see. We have the House of Worship. Do we have? I don't think. We don't have the cemetery yet. Yeah, no cemetery. No cemetery, not yet, but we have a House of Worship that we can plop. One of these blocks would have been perfect. Yeah, you know what? You can go right nowhere right now. I think at this point, with all this massive expansion going on, whew, we're going to expand this city even further. So I'm going to do that off camera because it takes a little bit of thinking and planning, and I'm going to be pretty quiet during that, so excuse me for one moment. Some new updates. We've expanded residential. I've even put a little bit more commercial up this way, made this a main road, which no one actually lives directly off of. That's actually pretty good. I've extended the water pipes to the neighboring city so we can import water beyond this tower. And I've added yet another school, just to cover all the areas, because eventually the capacities, I'm hoping, will peak, but I'm also hoping that we're going to get some expansion into these new plots. The game actually crashed on me, so we're going to kind of limit some of the remaining stuff we do. But let's run this simulation once more, and in fact, while it's running, pop over here and take a look at all of this dirty industry that's moving in. Hey, at least taxes are going to get paid, because dirty industry has a pretty high tax rate. Like, pretty high. I totally should have kept it the medium, the high density stuff, because I think that would have actually helped. So next time, if I just want manufacturing, that's what I'll do. But the rest of the city, we've already cut. Oh, hey, look here. We have some of these really wealthy people moving in, taking up an entire block. I hate it when they do that. But I didn't stagger them, so kind of gave them the opening. They could even do that over here if they desired to. Okay, a few people moving in around the school over here. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people moving up in this area. And looking and seeing maybe a decline in demand. The fact that we got those people moving in there, you know what, they could take up a whole block for all I care, because they are really going to help pay the taxes. This guy seems to be stuck on pool skimming. And there he goes. So what else? We've got an explosion of new residents in here, taking up the zones as intended. I don't see much else in the way of new development, not much along the edge of the city. A lot of people moving in over here. And getting some people to move in up there now. So, oh, we're getting a lot of businesses moving in down here. Not many wanting to come up to this place. A lot of residents. So this place is just going to be booming with citizens. Like, you wouldn't believe. It looks like we've about hit the peak for residential. Oh, well, not quite, but yeah, we're getting growth up here now. And a little bit in spots here and there. I wonder if we have the cemetery. I'll just give the simulation another moment to run. That's pretty packed. I bet pollution's really high over there. And it's good enough. Now let's take a quick look at what I said I was going to look at. Well, we're going to look at the pollution over there. That might explain why people aren't really moving in there too much. Air pollution is kind of seeping in. And water pollution like crazy. Ugh, oh well. It's low residential, they'll move in. But I do now remember what I was going to look at. We have our cemetery. Boom. Oh, and there's the church. So, that might spur more desirability in the area. I'm surprised that all of those ended up splitting like that. Well, I both am and am not surprised. However, that would seem to be it. And to avoid the risk of crashing, we're going to save. I'm going to wrap up this episode by saying check out the description below. Thank you for watching. Let me know how I'm doing. Selah.